Wow, this is hilarious. A cop was so stupid that he started sending nudes to inmates and got caught. I mean, I thought cops are supposed to be like the smart detectives that can solve any crime, but no, they're committing some of the dumbest crimes and getting caught.
Chairman of the Fulton County Commission says enough is enough. District 2 Commissioner Bob Ellis says he has lost confidence in Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labatt following a series of deaths and problems at the Fulton County Jail. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor says the latest problem involves a detention officer dressing as an inmate for Halloween. Fox 5 News has learned that fired detention officer Jesse Scott was hired in December of last year, but according to court documents, immediately started committing crimes.
I mean, this is typical of cops. People join the police force so that they can commit crimes and get away with it because everybody knows they get away with almost every single crime that they commit.
Maybe a tough job, but he signed up to do it.
The Fulton County Commission Vice Chairman is frustrated with Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labatt. Commissioner Bob Ellis believes Labatt is ultimately responsible for most of the problems at the Fulton County Jail. Most
Of the problems at the county jail, even though he's only been there for almost a year, that would be crazy if that were true. But what about all the problems at the jail before he got hired?
Recently, jail officials say 23-year-old Jesse Scott was hired as a detention officer, but he is accused of quickly crossing the line and not only violating his oath of office, but committing crimes. According to court documents, Scott sent nude body part and pornographic photos to several inmates while serving as a detention officer. Those same
Okay, so what about all the other detention officers that are obviously committing crimes and getting away with it? Why aren't they being investigated as well? I mean, what about all the detention officers that rape and kill people or traffic in drugs and other contraband? Why aren't they arrested or fired?
Same court records indicate Scott lied and told inmates he was a sheriff's deputy and received $4,000 to provide contraband to inmates. The accusations disturb Vice Chairman Ellis, who says the avalanche of problems at the jail stopped with one man.
Oh, I'm glad.
That is obviously a lie. It is hilarious how they're trying to blame one single person for all the problems of the jail when they've been having problems since before this guy got hired.
Glad the individual was terminated, as he should have been, right? But at some point in time, you look at sort of the total picture of things and say, hey, there's a pattern of concern here. These aren't isolated incidents.
Fox 5 News has learned part of the investigation into detention officer Scott involves him dressing up as an inmate for Halloween and boldly posting his costume on his Instagram page.
There are going to be instances which occur, right? So, and I think folks get that, but it's more the pattern and the plethora of incidents that have occurred. And then layer on top of that, the deaths that have occurred and maybe the inattention to care that, may have happened there.
Commissioner Ellis says the commission funded $188 million for the sheriff's office this year with little to show for it.
We provided.
Yeah, it's wild how much money cops get, and they show little for the amount of money they get. If it was an actual, like, regular employees who were given a ton of money but showed no effort, no work, or anything, they would be fired. But cops, no matter what, they just get more and more money. They can murder people, and then their budget just gets increased. If this was like a doctor or a nurse, a hospital that was known for having a lot of patient deaths, they would be investigated, not giving a budget increase.
Significant funding, and there's not been returned.
We reached out to the sheriff's office to get a comment, but they declined, citing an active investigation. In Northwest Atlanta,